Heat turns effort into energy. Warm liquid keeps the body from crashing. Your senses replace a timer out here. A warm shelter is eating into recovery. In snow country, the shelter begins before the shovel hits. Not all snow can hold a roof. Depth is safety, thin snow collapses. A perfect shelter spot is useless if the mountain wants it. Snow work is easier before the cold sets like concrete. A windbreak saves more heat than a thicker wall.
Compaction turns loose snow into structure.
The snow tells you what it will allow. In snow, your tools replace your hands. When you're alone, navigation is insurance. Uniform snow makes predictable walls. Ventilation is life in a snow shelter. The first cut commits you to the build. Where you throw snow decides how hard tomorrow is. Now the real work begins, turning snow into space. A sheltered site saves effort and heat. A safe shelter spot starts with a safe ceiling. Markers keep you honest when everything looks the same. Wind finds openings, so you choose where it can't. Even snow has drainage, and it matters. Layers decide whether a wall holds. Where snow goes is as important as where you dig. The best plan is the one snow will support. A vent is the difference between shelter and trap. Trap. In snow, you always plan a way out. Cold hands waste time, good layout saves it. A low door with a high bed holds heat. Strong edges prevent constant repairs. When the site is right, the work finally makes sense. In snow, rhythm saves energy. Where your snow goes decides how clean you work. How clean you work. A smooth tunnel saves heat and time. A A smooth tunnel saves heat and time. Markers keep you from digging your own collapse. A chamber is planned before it's carved. Cold air sinks, so you give it a place to sit. Hard edges mean fewer repairs. Space is earned one scoop at a time. Clean cuts make strong walls. Airflow is planned before you need it. A raised bed is warmth you can shape. You strengthen weak spots before they fail. A small rim keeps storms outside. Rounded walls hold better than sharp angles. Now it's not just snow, it's shelter. A dome spreads weight. Snow prefers curves. Thickness is safety you can measure. You sleep where warm air wants to stay. Give cold air a place to settle. Space matters when storms keep you inside. Smooth walls keep your shelter drier. A vent is life in a sealed world. Airflow must be adjustable, not guessed. Strong tunnels keep the shelter usable. A good door keeps storms from crawling in. You verify strength before trusting it. Wind respects smooth shapes. Ease of entry saves warmth every time. You don't believe a shelter until you live in it. Now the shelter is real. Next, we make it warm. Snow shelters need heat, but not too close. Dry wood is warmth you can trust. In wind, tinder must be sheltered like a flame. One ember is the start of everything. Feed it small and it learns to live. Wind steals heat unless you block it. Dry cores turn a flame into a fire. Coals are the fire's backbone. In snow country, water is made, not found. Heat turns snow into certainty. Too much heat collapses what you built. Directed heat is controlled heat. Warmth means nothing without clean air. Fuel is time you saved earlier. With fire steady, the snow shelter becomes home. In snow country, clean snow is your water source. Melting snow takes patience and fuel. A sealed bottle is stored time. Food in winter comes slowly, if it comes. Winter rewards patience more than strength. Tracks are the map to food. In cold, the trap must be perfect. Small guides create big certainty. Quiet marking keeps the forest calm. In winter, even small calories matter. Warm drinks keep the body steady. A buffer is how you stay ahead. Set it right, then leave it alone. Now heat is ready for whatever you earn. In winter, warmth is part of nutrition. When the trail changes, something happened. In winter, one catch can change the night. Clean work protects your strength. Cold hands turn sharp tools into risk. Small pieces cook quick, fuel lasts longer. When you have little, you make tools. Coals cook, flames waste. Heat turns effort into energy. Warm liquid keeps the body from crashing. Your senses replace a timer out here. A warm shelter is eating into recovery. Food waste belongs far from where you sleep. In snow, a sharp tool saves effort. Air is the one thing you can't run out of. Comfort is efficiency in disguise. Give cold a place to stay that isn't your bed. Control the draft, never block the air. Directed heat makes winter manageable. Dry fuel is tomorrow's safety. A place for tools prevents loss in white terrain. If air moves, you can rest. Strong tunnels keep the shelter usable. Snow shelters need constant awareness. Verify strength before the night tests it. Coals keep the night steady. Now the shelter must hold through darkness. In a snow shelter, air is the first survival rule. A blocked vent turns shelter into danger. Moisture is the quiet enemy in snow. Reduce the wind, never block the air. Heat is good, too much heat destroys. Warmth helps only when you control it. In winter, water is as valuable as fire. You don't sleep through winter, you manage it. Balanced air keeps you alive and warm.
A clear exit is a quiet mind.
Insulation is the mattress of winter. The vent is a job you never skip. Morning is proof the system worked. A good snow shelter ends the way it began, carefully. The last skill is leaving nothing behind. A safe exit. If it's not cold, it's not finished. Cold ruins tools when you forget the details. Pack tight, move easier. What you mark, you must unmark. A safe shelter site is one that can't surprise anyone. The snow should look like it chose the shape. Leave no trace is a habit. If nothing remains, you did it right. The work is finished when the land is clean. The best shelter leaves no memory. in the snow.
A day of building can disappear in minutes.
And this is how survival unfolds, when skill meets nature.
Comment, what survival scenario is next?